Welcome back, channel viewers. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. I've got another push mower to work on. Happens to be my nephew's. So we're going to get busy on this. Oil change, blade replacement, and it just won't start up well. And he told me he does use 87 octane, and you know, it's my nephew. I had to tell him, set him straight. Love you, John. So we have a Craftsman M105. Not much. It's a pretty nice machine, but we're going to get into it. Check it out. And I'm using the table. Shh, don't tell my wife that I'm not supposed to use for working on stuff. That reminds me, if any of you have a good recommendation on ATV lifts, I'm going to be looking for one. Yes, I would like a electric over hydraulic, but I don't know if I can. I don't think I can use one because I don't have the electrical capacity of my house, which is horrible. I think I have a 100 amp service and I need 200, 300, 400 amp. I don't even know. I'm not an electrician. Anyway, and if any of you build them and you want to get your name out there, I'd be more than happy to help you out, because I'm only going to get busier on these lawnmowers. As you can see, I still have this one, and I have those two four-wheelers. Still have a four-wheeler there. I've got one outside in my trailer. Got dirt bike out in my shed. I got a lot of work, and I really do need a lift table. Something that'll hold, 48 inches, a couple thousand pounds, just to be on the safe side kind of thing. So if anybody wants to sponsor that, I'd be really, really grateful. So he started messing with this a little bit. It's already got the recoil loosened, so I'm just gonna take it off. Air filter doesn't look bad. So I just pulled the air box off the breather tube. And now I need to drain the gas. So I'll just pull the line off and drain it. Now when you're taking fuel line off, like this one, because there is no shut off in the line, I just use vice grips, pinch the line closed, take the clamp free, and a lot of times, this unit's really new, so there's probably not that much to worry about. But if you grab lightly, just enough on the hose to be able to move the hose with your adjustable pliers, because sometimes they will stick on the barb and it's very hard to get them off. You can't just pull them off. Anyway, if you do that, you can a lot of times break the hose free and then you can pull it off rather easy. This fuel is horrible. That's got a lot of water in it. That's a big problem when you're trying to run a machine, is water in it. So if you have leftover fuel in a container from year before or something, just dump it in your vehicle or dispose of it properly, and get fresh. As I had mentioned in my previous video, when you go to the fuel station to get 93 octane or whatever the highest octane is that they have, put the first half to even up to 2 gallons of the premium fuel in your vehicle before you ever put it in your actual fuel can, because you don't know what the previous person that used the fuel pump used. So if you're putting straight into your fuel can, well, you could be using a lot of bad gas. See all that water? That's all water down here. It's hard to see it. Anyway, you can kind of see where the water and the fuel separated. The water's heavier than the fuel, so it's sitting down at the bottom of the pool. Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right, so we want to keep an eye on what goes where. Careful where you pull things apart from so you can put it back properly. I'm not too concerned about all the dirt that's on here because I'm pulling it apart, clean it anyway. So the upper rod here will actually just slide right up and off, and then it's free. Carburetor already has water pouring out of it. Here's the indication of how much water was in that. That's all water. That just came out of the bowl. So the bowl is actually spotless. It was just full of water, which, you know, would make it so that it wouldn't start. Okay, so jet's clear. Everything's, yeah, the carburetor itself is actually just spotless. It was just full of water. He must have had an old tank of fuel that he was using. All right, so I pulled the plug, more or less. I just call it a plug. Anyway, I pulled that out because there's a little jet area down in there, or that I wanted to make sure was good. So basically I'll just reinstall everything and put it back on, and it should be perfectly fine, ready to go. All right, so I've got all the links back on and carburetor put back. Wasn't a whole lot to the whole thing. It was very clean. All right, so I got the link back up, put the gas tank back on, hooked up the line. I'll put the air box, or basically the air box. All right, so he would like to have his blade replaced. But I think he grabbed the wrong one because it really isn't going to fit in there. But I can at least take it off and sharpen it, and then pick up a different one, and he would at least have a spare. So upon sharpening the blades, I'll be wearing my face shield and my hearing protection. I would highly recommend that you do that. So when you sharpen it, you want it to balance. I just use a screwdriver and it's balanced for the most part. It's alive! It's alive! Okay, so the outcome on that, carburetor was basically spotless inside, but the gas tank was just full of water. Carburetor was full of water. Needed an oil change. Changed the blade. I sharpened the old blade so we have the backup. So that's another one. And it is a cold day. And anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for this video viewing. Hopefully it was entertaining or knowledge. I was knowledgeable. I hope it helped you to be future knowledgeable. So please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I'm quite busy, and yeah, that's it's just you know, make this channel great again. For now, break time.